Hey guys, this one's going to go on the food and eating in Japan playlist, but it could just as well have gone on the old buildings and old castles playlist because it's actually an old storehouse, and I've shown you old storehouses like this before that they used to keep their valuables and their food and their rice and everything else in. So it's an big old storehouse. It was obviously belonged to either a big old company or a wealthy homeowner, and they've converted it into an Italian restaurant. But they've done it really well. They've hardly changed much. I'm trying to show you the big heavy doors there, but it's pretty dark, so you're not really getting to see them. But they're the big heavy doors that I have shown you on storehouses before. Big door frame, big heavy doors, and then you come in here. So most of the framework in the original storehouse itself, bits and pieces, are still here. And they've just done some tasteful things like this little area here where they've just sort of put in some lights and a bit of a floorboard and some decoration just to sort of make it a little bit more modern and arty. Here's the main dining room. So as you can see, the framing, all the beautiful old timber framing, is still same as it ever was. And the little windows up the top, because of course these things were built for security. They wanted to keep animals out, and they also wanted to keep people out. So usually in the storehouses they just had very tiny windows just so they could get some circulation, let some light in. But they kept the windows very small and they kept them up high so that people couldn't be getting in and stealing their stuff, or that animals couldn't be getting in and eating their stuff. And you can still see obviously the framing on the walls here is original. So over 100 years old, the owner told us. Beautiful. So it was like dining in a old museum or something. It was great. Lovely atmosphere. So let's get to the food. It was a set menu. So we had a couple of options along the way, but it was pretty much a set menu. So this is the first course that came out. So we're looking at, what are we looking at there? Obviously a shrimp and quiche and a carrot vegetable sort of thing, and apple and ham, and then these toasty things. The one on the left's got salmon on it. The one on the right's a little vegetable. I can't remember what they call these things. It's all words from Italian, right? I've got no idea, but very yummy. This is a mushroom risotto. That was very nice. Probably the best risotto I've ever had. It was pretty amazing. People often come to Japan and say they've had the best Italian food here or the best French food here or whatever. The chefs here tend to try and outdo the original. Oh, tasty bread with the whole thing. Very nice. With olive oil. So of course, same as every other country, you know, when they introduce food from other countries, they vary a little bit on the original, but very nice nevertheless. Carbonara? No, what's it called? Carbonara? Yeah, with the cream and the bacon and the cheese and the fabulous. And that one. Okay, I'm not a food critic, guys. I'm not a food guide. I'm not a chef, as you well know. There's a tasty pasta. Look at that. That was yummy. And this is a fish. There's a fish. There you go. Seafood thing. So it wasn't just a fish. There was actually some shellfish in with it. And that was the type of fish you don't eat the head. They ate all of it except the head. Sometimes they eat the head, sometimes they don't. That fish you don't eat the head. And this was beef. That was exquisite. That was absolutely delightful. Really, really tender. Just fell apart. The other guy that was there said he could have eaten it with chopsticks, and that's true. You could have easily have eaten that with chopsticks. It was so soft. It was amazing. And finally was banana ice cream with real banana, and some cream mousse thing and a cheesecake thing, and it was excellent. So yeah, fabulous food, fascinating place, another classic example of quality foods in Japan. Hope someone got some value out of that one. More videos coming soon.